Hey guys, wanted to share with you the system that I use to organize papers that I need to hand out to students or different assignments that I have planned throughout the week. Maybe I've pre-printed the papers or made copies of them and don't just want to leave them laying around in different stacks. I have a specific spot for them, and so that way I just go to that folder, pull it out, and I'm done. Also too is a folder that when I need to grade papers, I try my hardest not to take papers home to grade, but sometimes, it's just, you just have to. You just run out of time here in class, but I have a folder that has worked really good. I'll show you that. I really enjoy how easy it is to keep everything organized and I have papers everywhere. And then I also wanted to share with you the new system that I have, or a new idea that I got, and where I store all the papers and events that we've done this school year, and so that way I have a folder of it and have it ready for a portfolio, or if quickly look back on something. It's just so much more easier than just throwing things away or just having to pull them up from the computer. It's much easier this way. So back here behind my desk I have the system. So when I come in, I come to this area here, and I have, first off, I have the first folder here is going to be the folder that holds all of the documents that of things that we've done, different events. So the very first thing that we did in class, and I don't do assignments in here, but just like kind of big projects. So it was our little All About Me bag. Okay, so that was first, and then we did a goal journal or dream board, and then different small little papers that I need to make sure next year I need to incorporate. Small things, we talked about Skills USA, when we do events. Okay, this was our fall fest here at CTHS. In October we had our Poptober month, so different movies that we showed. Outbreak was a really great one that we did. It was great on infection control. It was a great connection. So this is a poster that I put up on the door, and so just when I was done taking it off of the door, then I could see, and you can still see, let me pull this one here. This one was Mrs. Doubtfire. This was of course in October, and so this was when we were working on stage makeup, and of course he turns into the nanny, so Doug goes through all the prosthetic process. So the tape is still on here, so if I need to put this in some type of portfolio, I just cut the edges off of the tape, but I don't have to print double or 3 or more copies. Also two different events like the leadership conference, fundraiser, spirit night, Houston Fashion Week, just different things that we, different events that we did throughout the semester. It's all here. So it's in chronological order of, so I plan the event, I put the poster or the flyer on the door. After the event is over, then I go ahead and pull the flyer and then put it in here. I don't put the flyer in here until the event has passed, so it should be in chronological order. A lot of times, like this one was the Polar Express, I'll have the small cutout, but then I'll also have the normal sheet, because sometimes we do have to put them in sheet protectors, depending on what kind of portfolio we're trying to build, especially for competition. So it's just a regular folder. It started off really thin, and this is just a semester. These are for all the different things and events that we've done throughout the school semester, and field trips and different projects. There's one project that we have is the Drink More Water project, something that just little informational sheets. So these I do have laminated, and I do have a folder with all my laminated lessons, but because I put this lesson at this particular time and it worked for me, I put it here so that when I'm planning for next year, it reminds me, okay, this is a good time to do it, so make sure you do it before this event, after that event, or dates or whatnot. So this is my portfolio folder, I guess you can say, of the things we've done. Okay. So that one comes in the front, and so that way it's just has very easy access. So let me go ahead and pull this one. Okay. So this here is the rack that I use. Okay, it is short. So I don't like that my folders bend, so maybe a taller rack, but it does just fine. The folders I just bought at the store just to match my decor, and if I could find a dish rack, I just got it at the Dollar Tree for $1. If I can find one that's taller, maybe I'll look for one next year, just so that way the papers and folders don't bend, but it works just perfect. So I labeled the top Monday, Tuesday, all the way to Friday, okay? And so, for example, today's Monday, and so tomorrow, Tuesday, when students come in, I have their TDLR hour sheets here and ready to hand out and pass out. So, for example, I can either just grab the folder, take it with me wherever I need to go, or just grab whatever is inside, take those documents, and then go ahead and hand those out. I also have my homeroom stuff in here, so tomorrow we meet with homeroom, so their new schedules are in here as well. One of the students turned in their vocabulary index cards a little late, so I didn't get a chance to see her at the last day of school, so I had to hold on to them. So now this is to remind me to give it back to them. So I don't put papers here or there, oh, I need to turn that in, or I need to give that back, or I need to get this signed. Everything goes in the folder. So it goes from my desk to the folder, from the folder to my desk to the student, or vice versa. So just so that way it's a better system, a better way of me holding on to all of my things and not losing any of the students' work. And then, so that's Monday through Friday. And the next one that I have here, we have per class period. So I have second period, which is 9th grade, third period, 9th grade. Then I have 5th, 6th, and 7th period, and those are 10th grade students. So if I need to return a document, or if they're going to turn something in, I put them in these folders. So second period comes in and they turn in a worksheet. So instead of me, well, I still do paper clip them or do the binder clips because that way I don't lose them, but instead of just stacking them up, I'll put them in here. And so that way I just easily can find them quickly, or I'll tell the student, okay, turn it into the turn-in bin. From the turn-in bin, it directly goes in here, and that way there's no in between where I could lose. I have a really bad memory, so students like to play on that, and so they'll say, oh, miss, remember I turned it in, and I'm like, I give them the benefit of the doubt, thinking, oh yeah, maybe they did turn it in, where did I put it? But this way there's none of that. It goes from there, the turn-in tray, or bin, to this folder, from this folder to my desk to grade it, and back to the folder to turn back into the student. Or if, which I try not to, but if I have to take it home, I have this. So this is my folder, my take-home folder. This one I just got I think I got at Big Lots. It has a little rubber band here, a little elastic to open and close, so the pocket's all the way to the top. I really like it. It's like a little accordion. I've shown this in the video before, but I really like it because I have labeled 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, and homeroom. So when I need to take something home, I put it in this particular pocket. Close it up, I take it home, take it out, take the papers out, grade them, put them right back in, and then bring the whole folder back home. From here, then I can put them either in the folders to give back on a certain day or give them straight to the students. So there's no more of this, oh, I got mixed up with so for example, I have here a pack of my to-do pack, right? Things that I have to get done. So I don't put them in there anymore where I used to do that. So that was just a hassle. It became a hassle because I easily would lose papers. So this way, it's a great system. It's cheap to get together, to get done. It matches the decor, so it's not an eyesore, just a pile of papers laying around. And it's just easy organizational, tips to just take on. Maybe if you have something different that works better for you, that's great, but maybe you can take something from here, maybe even, just getting your portfolio folder together, so that way your students, if you're going to enter in Skills You Stay Outstanding chapter, for example, that I do, this is a great way of keeping all your documents together. So anyway, that was just, I wanted to share with you guys the system that I have, and it really, really helps, and it really helps keep me organized. It works. The only bad thing about it, that, again, like I said, I don't like that the rack is so short that the folders bend, and so that just kind of I don't know, then the papers bend, and when the papers bend, then you give them back to the students and they have like the little crinkle, and that's just being picky in particular, but I really enjoy the system, and hopefully that you guys, if you do use it, hopefully it works for you as well. Again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you soon.